This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Before the Bat. I am Phil. Joining me, well, we're going to get to how often we're going to be doing this, but joining me right now is...
Hey y'all, it's Lil Hellfire.
But yes, if you love in Before the Bat, never fear, you're going to get a ton of us in 2020. Well, we'll get to that announcement. But yes, to round out our year, to bring in the new year, we'll be talking some Batman, Dark Knight, Dark City.
Riddler time. How appropriate.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big bad bat?
No, this was before that. I was just thinking about that. This is like in a, I won't say a weird time period, but it's from August and September 1990. So it's like after the 89 Batman, but Batman Returns hadn't even come out yet.
Yeah.
So lots of kind of darker Batman, you know. Tim Drake's not fully Robin yet.
He never was. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
How dare you!
How dare the writers? You're too busy worrying about that Red Robin spinoff.
Now he's dressed like a UPS truck.
He is Darkwing.
Spend this.
You know.
Yeah, no. All right, so yes, should we get into these? Then we'll make our announcement. Yes, another 3-part arc for y'all. Batman 452, 453, and 454, which I guess it was like, August and September is kind of in the summer, so early August, late August, and then September 1990. Yeah. But yes, Dark Knight, Dark City. It begins with a journal entry from 1793.
You know this is going to get weird and crazy.
Yeah. A bunch of old white guys in powdered wigs about to do a ritual. Oh, hey, Thomas Jefferson's there.
Of course he is. That's the most believable thing in this book. What do you mean?
I thought he's busy sexually harassing slaves. What's he doing? He can
do both.
Not
He's
true.
got time for both.
True. But I just remember, I read this when it was new. I was like 12. I was like, wait, Thomas Jefferson, what?
Yeah, ceremony of the bat, huh?
Yep.
Barbados. Oh boy.
Oh yes, that comes up much later with Grant Morrison, but
yes,
these old white guys are able to sacrifice this young girl.
I've got a good riddle for you. Who's sweaty, scared, and totally expendable? The best line of this book. Well, this issue anyway. But yeah, that was like, okay, this is a odd way to be opening a Batman story.
Yes, but then we have
turn into a human bat, and again, Man Bat is gonna be so pissed when he hears about this.
Never gets the credit he deserves.
They stabbed her through the heart as you do for rituals.
Well, yeah, they don't show it.
Like, wait a minute, I thought we were just gonna gangbang her. I didn't know we were gonna murder her.
Oh, you meant stab her for real? Okay.
Yeah, that was that was a little daunting.
How dare you, sir? I took my goat weed for nothing.
Oh god, just a mess. This isn't Wayne's World. back on track.
I
Philip.
know. All right. So then it flashes to the present of 1990.
Back in the not even can't see the future.
And yeah, Batman's meeting Gordon on the roof of police headquarters.
As they do. They received a threatening phone call from the Riddler, and I'm like, really? Really?
Hey, it's 1990, but he even gave the right code words. I guess to give all the rogues a code word now, just so they know it's the real deal. Not some. What can I say? He loved his mother.
What is he, Penguin? Like what? I guess it's because Oedipus solved the riddle of the Sphinx. I guess is what they say. I'm just like, not sure.
But even Gordon says he's like, it's kind of ironic because the records say Riddler hated his mother.
Exactly.
And he wanted. He said we'd find out at midnight, and he wants the hangman to be there. That's you, Batman.
Yeah, the hanging man. That's his code word for Batman. That's so weird. Because he hangs upside. Because bats hang upside down.
Oh, okay. At least it wasn't hung man. Hey.
He wishes. As I said, Batman stuffs his trunk.
No.
Batman damn proved it. That's all I'm saying.
And then Batman's like, someone's up here with us.
It's a woman wearing a lion outfit.
Yes,
and she's been drugged or hypnotized. We're not sure which at this point. And she recites a riddle to Batman.
Yes, generally my leaves aren't turned at night. Usually I'm full of worms by day. Lots of words, but deathly quiet.
Then she jumps backwards to her death.
Yeah, Batman tries to catch her.
He tries to pull a Spider-Man.
Gets a bat line around her ankle, but she goes crashing through a window down.
Was that the Falcone's Italian restaurant?
Shrimp and mobster sauce.
Some mobster sauce?
Yeah, chunks of little mobsters.
And then Gordon believes they go to Gotham Memorial Cemetery.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we see where the Riddler's at because he's at the
Gotham University's library.
Yeah, he's got the security guards all tied up. One's in a noose, ready to hang, and he shoots the one tied to the chair. And Riddler's just waiting for Batman.
If he ain't gonna get it.
But the ambulance takes the dead girl away, and Batman's like, yeah, Jim's gone to Gotham Memorial Cemetery. I don't take the time to tell him how stupid that is. It's even said, I'll do it on my own.
As he always does.
Gotham University Library. Always has to strike a pose on the roof. And then back to 1793.
That's going to be one of those issues, isn't it?
Yeah. But they get all, half the guys get queasy about this human sacrifice, but then they see a dark figure at the door, and it's like, what did you think you were going to summon with this dark ritual? A unicorn?
Well, we know unicorns are evil now. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, they take your nipple. That's right.
Did I get the drop? I lost my nipple for nothing. Hashtag legends. You had to be there.
So, yes, what does this ritual have to do with this? Stay tuned.
Exactly.
But yeah, back in the present, Batman gets to the library. And Riddler's like, oh, good, you got my riddle. Hope you like the Sphinx. And Batman's not pummeling the Riddler right away because, the remaining security guard is in a noose, and he's basically just standing on a pile of books, so he could tumble over at any second. I don't know. Did it give pause to the artist, a writer, anyone, that they have a black man in the news?
It was 1990. Nobody cared about minority feelings yet.
Oh, okay.
We're not there yet, Philip. It's okay. We're not there yet.
But I'm like, there was even then there was at least no pause. There's no speed bump at least. That it's just like, should we do this?
This is what happens when you have, all men, probably all white, in a writer's
I
room.
guess.
That's fine.
And all I'm saying is it's just a different shade, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and to think about it, actually, you know why Lex Luthor was kind of more tan? That like it actually was like a debate. You remember the animated Superman series? It was like a
Oh
debate.
yeah.
Is Lex Luthor black? I was like, no, they just didn't want him to be a bald white guy, Nazi affiliation kind of thing. So they just kind of made him a little darker. But yet in the comic book, we get this.
Yeah.
just to put that out there.
Yeah. So yeah, Riddler's like, you know, if I knocked out the books from under this guy's feet, will you save him in time, or is he going to choke to death? So Riddler throws a book down. The guy starts to hang and choke, and Batman hits the rope with a batarang to sever it. Then Riddler's taken off, and he's like, why? Why is Riddler just taking off? But why not attack me? But gives Batman a chance to give the guy CPR. Remember that?
Can't put that in your hats for later.
Mm-hmm. And he gets the guy to the hospital. The guard will live, but his spinal cord is severed.
Oh, he'll be wanting revenge soon, I assume.
And then a cop's telling Batman 4 babies stolen at gunpoint, all 1 week old, and none of them from rich families. So well, why? There's no, they're not going to get much from ransom. But one of the gunmen left this cassette tape.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Not even. No, he couldn't be cool and leave vinyl. He had to leave a.
So then Batman's in the Batmobile listening to the tape. Another riddle. I'm a bank with no money, but I have all different types. And Batman's like, really? He's not even trying to make it hard for me now.
I know.
Well, because the Riddler has an agenda. We'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
So Batman gets to the blood bank, of course. Sees 2 guards hanging out back. And he's like, what's Riddler want? Can't be money. And he's like, you can't want newborn babies. It's like, feels like Riddler's just running me through a maze. And he's like, maybe the Riddler wants me. He's gonna get me.
Can't ignore it. We gotta do it.
Yeah. So Batman takes out the 2 guards on the back door. He's like, where's the Riddler? Inside. So Batman goes in, and it's like, I feel like I'm being watched, not by the Riddler, but something else. Clue. But then he sees Riddler sitting on top of it, all like a big shelf of blood, holding a baby. And he's like, Riddler, just give me the child. Okay, catch. So Batman has to run and catches the baby. Then he tries to catch the Riddler, which he kind of does with another bat line, but then he hears a voice. Who's a silly boy then? Coming from the baby. It's not a baby, it's a dummy.
Dummy. Dummy for the dummy.
Dummy. That explodes. Because there was blood in it, and then Riddler just starts blowing up all the blood in the blood bank, and Batman's just covered. Clue.
Yeah.
Batman's covered in blood, so he calls in the Batmobile. Now that's gonna be a pain to get out of the upholstery.
Oh yeah.
But so he crashes out of the blood bank. The Batmobile is chasing after the Riddler in his car, in his green car. And I think he's catching up in an alleyway, but then he sees a second baby in the middle of the road. Well, real baby this time. And he just stops the car in time. And of course, he gets out, picks up the baby, and hey, look, the baby has a card for him.
Yeah.
The Hangman.
Yeah.
So Bruce goes home and takes a shower. Darn bloodstains. So he's trying to put the clues together. He's like 4 1-week-old babies abducted. Riddler hangs a man in a library. Then he kidnaps the babies. Then he just showers me with blood. Lets me have one of the kids back with my code word card. Oh, and then there's a riddle on the back of the card. I've still 3 brats, so plump and round. Hey bats, let's rip as Byron's Parisina. Seek out less often sought than found. And Bruce is like, maybe he's just giving me the runaround and there is no purpose. Maybe he's just trying to make me look stupid. No, that's not enough. And then again, telling Alfred again, I feel like I'm being watched by something.
Alfred actually deciphers the riddle this time.
Yeah.
Sends Batman to Gotham Military Cemetery. Oh, remember how you told him he was stupid for that, by the way?
You could have saved yourself a couple steps, yeah.
And then Batman arrives at the cemetery and boom, the zombie crawls out of ground.
Zombie.
So that happened in a Batman book in the 90s, in 1990.
Yep. So yeah, that's the end of issue 1. 453 picks up. Yeah, we see zombies coming out of the ground. They're all like flinging themselves at Batman and grabbing him. Some of them are like animatronics. There's at least one guy just like in zombie makeup. Because Batman smacks him and he's like, "Ugh." And then we see Riddler and his guys in a truck nearby. And Riddler's all thrilled with this. And the guys are like, man, what's happened to the boss? He's so crazy and bloodthirsty now.
Wonder what all this has in common.
Yeah, and so Batman's figuring out most of these zombies are fake, like robots, but the actual living guy takes off, and Batman's about to interrogate him, and Riddler's like, "Oh, good thing I've attached some explosives to the makeup around his neck," and blows up the dude's neck, and one of the henchmen.
I couldn't be a henchman in Gotham. They have no code of honor.
I know. I'm always like, who the hell would work for Joker?
Well, Joker or Scarecrow for that fact. He's a little deranged, too.
Yeah, but I mean, Joker. I mean, you sneeze the wrong way, he's gonna kill you.
The money must be pretty good.
The benefits gotta be great. But yeah, one of the henchmen's like, "You killed Jimmy, Jimmy!" It's like, "What are you doing?" And Riddler points a gun in his face. "You'll be dead as Jimmy if you don't shut up and drive." So Batman sees the truck get away too late. Oh, almost. He like jumps on the front of it, but then
and then leaps away at the last minute.
Oh yeah, he gets thrown off, and one of the henchmen's about to run him over, and Riddler's like, "No!" and yanks the wheel.
Swerves that thing, yeah.
Yeah.
This artwork is like a little like trippy. Like I feel like this is if you turn the light like a black light on it, feels like somebody was like kind of taking a trip back to the 60s. This artwork is questionable with the coloring and all.
Yeah. But yeah, so Batman.
Then so Riddler starts babbling about how he's found religion. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, and Batman figures out, hey, the Riddler wants me alive for some reason, and he finds a second baby in the graveyard. And another little. Yeah, you'll find another little tot at the 25th who was shot.
Then we cut back to 1793.
Yeah.
We get a confession from some dude named Jacob Stockman.
Yes, it was his farm they were performing the ritual on.
And then a winged creature began to attack them in their black temple.
So they all panicked and jumped out. It's almost like a bomb shelter. But then, yeah, they leave the girl down there and just like board it up. And
she turned into a human bat.
Yeah. Yeah, they boarded up. Stockman moves his whole family off of the farm. They moved to Canada.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah, the journal
And then another member committed suicide, or maybe he became a part of the Suicide Squad, however that works.
Yes. Another
The
loss.
third member lost his life at Saratoga, which is like some war battle or whatever. Right?
And we know what happened to Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah. Threw himself into politics.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stockman says he doesn't know what happened to the other two, and then that the Black Temple was paved over, but Gotham City was built on top of it. You don't say.
No.
Get out of here.
Not that clean, beautiful city. No.
Utopia of the Northern Hemisphere. No. So he cuts to Batman driving his Batmobile past where the Black Temple is underneath there.
Yeah.
And he's like, ooh, his spine shivers. Ooh.
He's like, what is it about this part of town?
Where you dump all the toxic waste. Indian Hill looking at you.
No.
And then, so yeah, he's headed back to Wayne Manor. Next riddle, but he falls asleep. And he has a dream. The dream. About the murder of his parents.
Sense a pattern between this and last episode?
Exactly. I was just going to say.
But yeah, because he said everyone knows that old riddle, but the answer to the riddle, the 25th it was shot, McKinley Street. That night years ago, we passed McKinley Street. The mine stores everything. McKinley, 25th president of the United States, assassinated, shot. But does this mean the Riddler knows about the death of my parents near McKinley? About me being Bruce Wayne? Or is it a coincidence? And he's like, yeah, of course the Riddler couldn't know who I am.
But we find out that he kind of does.
Come back in about 15, 16 years, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, it's like 12 or 13. Yeah, now, yeah, come back in a decade or so. Yeah.
But basically, they were trying to say that it was like the city itself consciously made him into Batman. Like,
yes.
That whole dream thing. So, yeah, we cut to really preparing his henchmen for the next task, and Batman's interrogating people on McKinley Street in the local bars. It's like, bro, we just want to drink.
Mm-hmm.
We work hard in Gotham. We could die in 5 minutes. Let me have my drink.
Who is he? Daredevil? Is he interrogating guys in a bar?
I know. Suddenly, a van crashes through the window, releasing several pit bull terriers.
Yep. Just start attacking people, and a drunk off-duty cop just starts shooting.
Somebody hands Batman a knife, and he's like, stabs the dog, and I'm like, okay, this is enough. I've had enough.
I know, and I'm just... except for like his...
What the hell is this?
Except for your chin and like the bottom of your face. You're wearing Kevlar, dude.
Coward. Stabbing a poor innocent dog.
And
maybe not innocent, but whatever.
Yeah, and the guy in the van who gave him the knife takes off, so Batman takes it off after him.
Like, the knife is silver. Okay.
Yeah. But then Riddler's talking to him through a radio in the van. Hurry, Bats. The life of a little baby depends upon you.
Yeah. So. That ping pong ball that's inside the baby's throat. I'm like, you're going to let a little baby choke to death? Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
What is this issue?
Yeah. Batman. Yeah. Riddler leads Batman down into the sewer where Riddler's guys try to beat him, and then Batman takes him out. Then he sees Riddler with a crib down in the sewer. He's like, hey, look, the baby swallowed that ping pong ball, Bats.
And he's just holding the choking baby like some kind of straight up psychopath.
So Batman's like trying to hit the baby on the back, trying to get the ping pong ball out, but nope.
He gives this baby an emergency tracheotomy, and I'm like, okay, no. 1990 Batman, no. You can't give an infant a tracheotomy.
Well, the kid's gonna choke to death, Lois.
Not a choke to death. That's a crotch goblin. It'll probably grow up to be another Joker. Who cares?
You know he has parent and kid issues. Come on.
I know. That was rough, though. I was just like, oh my God, are they really gonna do this?
Which opens up the third issue, 454. Which I was buying this off the stands. Like, I missed the middle issue. I got it later on. So like I read that first one.
Oh my god, you missed the middle.
Yeah, so like I open up the third one and it's like, oh yeah, baby, yeah, Batman pulls out the knife and like slits the baby's throat. I'm like, what? And again, I was like 12. I was like, what the?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Batman does.
This cover's pretty cool though.
Oh yeah. Evil Riddler. So yeah, Batman does the tracheotomy and runs the kid to the hospital, where they put him on life support. Michael, 8 days old.
That's what you get when you don't baptize your children. Spoilers.
But yeah, there was another clue pinned to his diaper.
Well, that was a poopy job. And you know what? We really don't hear much from Peter Milligan anymore. It's like Shade the Changing Man, and he did a lot of stuff for Vertigo, but not a lot of stuff for DC. And he's British. That's probably why.
Yeah. And what was it, like early 90s? They had like the big wave of British creators.
Yeah. Everybody wanted to be the next, you know.
So yes, the last clue, only one left, the little boy crawler. You'll find lots of him through though shorter and taller. But I guess Alfred and Batman figure out Cooney's Circus Land is the next stop. And all the
yeah, because they go, what was it? So Alfred really was a huge help this issue. Too bad he's #maybe dead. Spoilers.
Yeah.
They realize that every location the Riddler sent them to is a giant like question mark.
Yeah, so Batman's like, let me see where it ends. Oh, a place named Stockman Square.
First they got to go to what? Cooney Circus Land. Then like they're talking about the House of Mirrors.
Yeah.
Yes, whatever.
Then you get the journal entry of Jacob Stockman thinking about that poor girl down there. Oh yeah, you never went back for her.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Jacob's like, I'm destined for hell, and I deserve this fate. Like, yeah, I'd say so, sir.
Yes. So Batman goes to Circus Land.
And there's the bait. Now, this would freak me the hell out. There's a baby lying on the ground in front of a live goat. Nope. Turn around. Go home. Don't matter.
In the Hall of Mirrors.
Exactly. And then there's a henchman with a damn flamethrower.
Yep. Where Batman has to like jump and do all these acrobatics over the flamethrower. Yeah. In front of the goat.
Exactly. This is some Chilling Adventures of Sabrina type stuff right here.
But then the baby and the henchman disappear. Oh, and the goat I think all disappear. Batman's standing there by himself. Oh no, the goat's still there because and the baby, because Batman picks up the baby and gives it to a passing squad
gives it
car.
to the police, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like that warehouse with the stupid goons inside.
Oh yeah, the dude with the flamethrower.
And then he sends the goat in first. That was funny.
It's like, there you go. How do you like that trick, Riddler?
But then his bat line hooks like one of those rotten beans, and it like breaks, and he like basically knocks himself out.
Yeah, and the guy with the flamethrower is gonna like roast him, and the Riddler's like, no, and the guy with the flamethrower is like, I'm through with all your mumbo.
Yeah, Chuck's like, I just want to get this over with, bro.
Yeah, I'll be the man who killed Batman. But then the Riddler shoots the henchman.
Don't be trying to steal Riddler's glory is the name of this game.
He's like, you shot me to save Batman. And he's like, of course I did. Batman's my ticket to ride. The human bat.
Yeah, so Batman wakes up and he's tied to the altar, and I'm like, wait a minute. They didn't show him trying to take the mask off, really?
Oh yeah, the Riddler.
Really?
Oh yeah, the Riddler figured it out at the end of Hush. Yeah, he peeked under that mask.
I know.
Is it? Remember? That's his origin story. He cheated. He like saw, he figured out the puzzle ahead of time. Riddler. More like cheater. Should play for play for the Patriots.
Ooh. At Nightwing PDP.
Fight me, Matt Kona. Fight me, Matt Kona.
Then so the Riddler explains that he found a book called The Confessions of Jacob Stockman, and that's why he was like while he was selling the antique.
Mhm.
And then the book is talking about a black magic rite known as the Ceremony of the Bat. And he's like, I can control the demon Barbatos if I perform the sacrifice, but somebody's got to become a human bat. And well, you've just been through the 6 steps of preparation.
Yeah, because after he shows him the skeleton of the young lady who was the first human bat. Yeah, first he had to
Who died of starvation.
yes. First he had to kiss the lips of a hanged man, or in your case, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Then you have
The
to
second step was to bathe in human blood.
Yep. So the blood bank.
The third step was a dance macabre, also known as Dance with Dead. He lured him to the cemetery and had robots made of the dead attack him to simulate a dance. The fourth was to slay a wild dog with a silver dagger. Poor Pitbull. And then the fifth one was slitting the throat of an unbaptized child.
Yep. The tracheotomy.
And then the sixth one was a Sabbath. One was a Sabbath dance. So it was the acrobatics before the devil, which was like thing he did in front of the baby with the horned goat or whatever.
Yep.
And then like okay, that one was a stretch, but okay.
And Batman's like, he's like, you've been clever, Riddler, but you're never this barbaric. What's it's like what
happened to you? Who hurt you?
And he's just like, no, I've just realized my full potential and stuff. And Batman tells him, he's like, have you had any weird feelings? I keep feeling like I'm being watched since this whole thing started. And Riddler's like,
just before Riddler plunges the dagger to his heart, the demon Barbatos speaks to both of them, and Barbatos basically just like, Riddler, you're such a dummy.
Yes, Barbatos speaks to them. It's basically like, he is Batman, the Dark Knight. I am Gotham, the Dark City.
Get it? Dark Knight, Dark City?
Get it? A man driven by a demon? Get it?
The Riddler realizes he can't complete the ritual, so he's just like, I'm going to kill Batman by stealing the underground temple again.
Yeah, tries to lock Batman in, just like Jacob Stockman locked the girl in and uses the flamethrower to set everything on fire.
Then Barbatos tells him that they weren't actually attacked by a monster. It was a regular bat.
No!
Damn, son. So yeah, he starts telling them his story. He's been under there for 200 years. And he speaks to Batman through the skeleton of that one bat that they thought was. He's trapped. His spirit's become this, like, he's basically the spirit of Gotham, which is why Gotham is so effed up.
Yes. And he says either way he can be free as if Batman takes the young girl out of here. Who Batman all of a sudden sees.
So it's like the city was literally designed to create Batman so that he could free Barbatos. Like, really? Really?
You killed my parents.
I know, right? I was just waiting for that.
Yes. But yeah, everything's about to burn down. But Batman's like, oh, the door's opening. Could be the Riddler coming back. But nope, it's a hero of our story, Alfred.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. So Batman's like, Alfred, get out. The building could collapse any second.
What's creepy is that when they get outside, she turns back into the skeleton.
Yes.
Like, okay.
What is it? Dominique, she says her name is.
Yeah. Maybe tuck that in your hat for 2059 or whatever.
Yeah, so yeah. Because he gets her out, he has her wrapped in the cape, and Alfred's like, who's the young lady? He says, her name is Dominique. She's almost home. Pulls out the skeleton.
So he buries her inside the tomb where his parents are also buried, and I'm like, that's not creepy.
Since when are they in a mausoleum?
I know, weren't they in the graves in the backyard?
Like every other story, they're in a grave. Yeah. Oh my lord, they're so rich. They have like multiple graves.
One's for the people that want to rob them of their goods.
Seriously. Seriously,
they Gotham. Who knows what these corpses?
They set up a fake cemetery in the back, so, for if people are going to try to mess with it. But meanwhile, they're in like this, like environmentally controlled, secure, state of the art security alarm mausoleum.
But it's kind of weird because this one is like Batman starts wondering about his true origins, and then he's like, it doesn't even matter. He's like, if I was created by the will of a demon, things that made him were so real. He knows who he is.
Yeah, it's like, does it matter what happened? No, it still happened.
And also, the baby survived.
Yay!
And then we see a bat flying overhead, and he actually follows it. And I'm just like, be careful. You know, the grounds of Wayne Manor are shaky.
Yeah, don't fall down the hole.
Oh, it was the bat all along. Alfred's like, no, you were just tripping balls on something Ra's al Ghul gave you. This never happened. This isn't canon. Don't worry.
Oh, well, until Barbatos gets mentioned again in Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin.
Yeah. As much as I love Grant, I kind of resent him for that, to be honest.
That's so funny. It's like, you know, he's just looking through back issues and he's just like, oh, that's trippy enough to be part of one of my stories.
And literally, he stops at the cover. Oh, yeah, this is going to be good. I'm doing this. I'm using this.
Barbatos, evil spirit.
And other psychedelic things.
Barbatos, evil spirit. Yes.
He's like, Milligan, hold my joint.
Dr. Hurd, Batman Lost in Time. Yes, Barbatos for the win.
He's like, Milligan, clean my bong. I got this. Oh, Grant Morrison, don't ever change.
Let's throw in a pinch of a Dick Grayson shot. What's it with people shooting Dick Grayson in the head?
Gotta wear those Kevlar capes and cows, homie. You gotta wear a cape. That's the moral of the story for Nightwing. That's his evolution. The final form of Nightwing will not occur until it has a cape.
He's gonna be wearing a Diggle helmet.
Something. No, honestly, I think. Matter of fact, in Convergence, wasn't he wearing a cape?
Yeah, because
stories like.
Yeah, because wasn't it like a?
I feel like one of those stories he has a cape.
Yeah, because isn't he like
with the
to Robin? Yeah, I don't think
even
Nightwing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's his final evolution, and we have not seen the final evolution of Nightwing until it has a cape. So, but then it's gonna cover the butt, and I'm not gonna know how I feel about that.
It's gonna wear one of those short capes.
Oh, it's either long cape or nothing at all, unless you're Mia. Unless you're Speedy with the yellow cape. That's the only way it works.
Exactly.
Anyway, this is a trippy story. Definitely best read if you're into mind-altering substances with a black light.
Yes.
But it's something fresh and different and interesting. And that I think that's what the early 90s for Batman was all about. Because they were kind of like lost, you know?
Oh, yeah.
With the Batman mythos and where to go. Should we follow the movies? We tried that with the Batman TV show, and, you know, our fans kind of turned away from us for a while. So.
And we want to be dark.
Like a whole
we want to be dark, but how can we be dark with the same Joker stories and
Exactly. You definitely needed something to refresh it and definitely shake up the status quo and make Batman think about why he does what he does.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I kind of took from this story.
Yeah, and like we say.
And it was Riddler in a different light too, which I like. I think Riddler is so underrated, which I think I love Gotham so much, honestly, is that they actually give Riddler a chance to shine. They really fleshed out Penguin, but really was the actor. I think Corey did such a great job with that. So, I mean, you can give Gotham a lot of crap, but not for Penguin or Riddler.
I think this is pretty much this story was when they started. Hey, Riddler's not an absolute joke. He can be dangerous.
Yeah. And I like when they lean into that a little bit more.
Yeah. Because I think he even mentions this during Nightfall. Speaking of which.
Oh, Lord.
He's
done it to me again, people. He's done it to me again.
Oh, I know. Oh, she thought No Man's Land was long. That sounded dirty. Anyway, but yes, if you love
the Kelly Thompson drop, that's what we use for that.
Sounds kind of naughty. But yes, next year.
Sounds sort of naughty now that I'm saying it.
If you love Before the Bat, you're going to be getting a weekly dose of Before the Bat because at least.
No, we're not covering Batwoman every week.
No, yeah, we're gonna slow down a little on that after Arrow ends, we're going to slow down on the Arrowverse shows. We might do finales and stuff. But for most of the time in 2020, we're going to be covering an very in-depth coverage of Batman Nightfall. Starts with some prequels, and we ride it all the way to the end.
That's what she said.
Oh!
Sounds sort of naughty now that I'm saying
Oh,
it.
I thought you were going to do the whole.
Be gentle with the package.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
And another big project coming next year on the Capes and Lunatics podcast. Once again, weekly. Nightwing News is going weekly because Kristen and I are going to be covering. We're going to take the journey, the Dick Grayson journey, beginning with Detective Comics 38 and running all the way up to the Rebirth era. Picked out a bunch of Dick Grayson stories. Yeah, oh yeah.
How'd you talk Kristen into that? She has papers to grade.
Oh, she wanted to do that. She was like, "Oh, we should do it's his 80th anniversary." Oh, she wanted to do 80
that's
issues.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Yeah.
So, I mean, we got Robin stories, we got Titan stories, we got Nightwing stories, we even got Dick Grayson as Batman.
Well, that's my favorite, actually.
There's even I think we got at least an issue of Grayson in there. We'll cover a little New 52.
He wasn't that bad in New 52, to be honest. No. 52, it ruined the Trinity, but I think, like I said, Aquaman, Green Arrow, like some of the lesser characters really got great like long runs that pretty much redefined who they should be, and they should have carried it through more through the Rebirth era. I'm just saying. Yeah,
true. And then like I said, we run up to the Rebirth era. We got some Seeley Nightwing issues in there, so
you gotta have some Seeley. You got to.
Yeah. So that's
exciting.
Yeah, so if you're a Batman fan, we got some lots of stuff coming for you on the 2 podcasts next year.
Very cool.
All right, so should we get out of here?
On
that note. Okay, Charlie. Yes. All right.
On that note.
So yes, we're going to be covering Nightfall. So again, send all your thoughts on Nightfall because we're going to get to it eventually. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Check out Linktree, that's linktr.ee/capesandlunatics for all of our social media links to YouTube, links to merchandise, links to everything we do. And
the EE is for Estonia.
Yeah, Charlie Esser's like obsessed with that double E. 2E.
For quality.
Bing! I'm sorry.
For quality.
Bing!
All right. And remember to support the sponsors. Check out Tweaked Audio, Hunter Killer, support Southgate Media Group by clicking on the link when you go to Amazon. Everything is in the show notes. Pick up Pod Life the book, featuring me and many other podcasters of renown. So good, even more.
Like my future wife, Marnell.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Jesse Jackson's in there. There's several mentions of Charlie Esser in there, not just by me. And of course, Master Doom's in there. First chapter, Master Doom.
My journey.
What?
You gotta get it. It's great. It's great stuff.
That's right.
Wow.
All right. Lilith Hellfire, where can people find you to perform dark rituals?
Just as a PSA, virgin blood only means you never used your blood in a ritual, as I've said on our Angel Chronicles podcast.
Oh,
just more, you know.
Oh, so literally, you can have virgin blood. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, if you nerds want to debate that with me, some semantics and be pedantic, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or on the gram at Lilith Hellfire69.
Fight me, nerd. Duh.
Hello, Megan.
Hit them all. All right, everyone. Again, Join us back here starting January 2020, Batman Nightfall. We'll start with some prequels and then boom. Oh, you know what I wanted to say? I was telling the Quantum Zone guys last night. Once we planned this, I was like, oh, I should just mess with Ray because he always has issues with people calling Moon Knight Marvel's Batman. I'm like, why don't we change it from Before the Bat to Into the Dark Knight, a Batman podcast?
That would be hilarious.
It's like Into the quote unquote Dark Knight.
You should just like make a promo picture of it changed and just send it to Ray. Go, what do you think, buddy?
Oh, I'm gonna try to make up a picture like his logo, but use Batman. Oh,
Be like, you inspired me, Ray.
I'm
like
just,
DC inspired Marvel to make Moon Knight.
I'm just like a child, Ray. You can't blame me. Blame Mama Hellfire over there for putting the idea in my head.
Do it. Gotham.